Good morning, good morning. I think I'm going live. If you stumble across me going live, this is Miss D in her craft room early Saturday morning, getting ready for a day of crafting and family zooming. I'm just getting used to going live, and so I decided this morning I would just turn on the camera and see what we get. What you see is a desk full of materials. I actually took all this stuff upstairs with me last night. Thought I was going to craft in the bed. Ended up trying water paint for the first time and didn't use anything else. That water paint experience was interesting. But this morning I'm going to clear the desk and maybe do a little painting, a little journaling, and catch up with the dear hearts. I'm Miss D from Do It Yourself DTV, and I call my subscribers dear hearts. Hello, dear hearts. Hopefully you catch this video. This is Miss D going live. I want to make this a practice of doing this more often. So here we go with some of our first lives. Just clearing the desk from all the things I took upstairs so that I can begin to create today. It's called a warm-up. I took a lot of stuff upstairs as if I was going to do all that in the bed last night. I woke up this morning wanting to craft. Woke up talking to God, y'all. Talking to God. You know, I had a birthday this week, and I guess I've been a little bit off balance, trying to do a little life review and where I'm at, what I've done, and I've decided I'm 63 years old now, and I need to live life a little bit bolder. Live a little bit on my terms, which is do what you want to do. And so I'm trying to take barriers down, stop being intimidated by things, and just live bold. Turning 63 requires a little living bold. 62 years and recognizing. Just got my morning coffee. Recognizes I have lived a little bunched up. And that's not really my nature, I don't believe. I call myself free-hearted. But been living a little bunched up. So I'm just going to be here recording, see what's happening with the live process, taking you along for the ride. What I thought I'd do this morning is I need to work on a junk journal. Ooh, damn goodies over here for later. I haven't made a video yet on my channel of me creating a junk journal from start to finish, and so maybe I can do it here this morning and see if I can get a journal made. I'm just picking up images from the desk. I'm just about ready to see the bottom of this desk and get started. That's good. How are you out there? I don't see anybody logging on yet, so this looks like a good practice run. I can just be free and work with the camera for a while here. I thought early in the morning on a Saturday would be a good time to practice. I think most people would still be sleeping in. And I could go sneak a live in just to see. This mat is a little rough. This protection I got for the table. I'm thinking about changing it, but I think I'll change it after I do a little crafting today. Here's the book that I'm thinking of working with and some of the pages. I think I'm going to do a warm-up first, just get warmed up, and then I'm going to go into trying to make that journal. Here's one of the things I'm working on. I'm drawing more. Can you see that? Can that image come up? Just been sketching in a pad. That's pretty light. Playing around with sketches. So what I'm going to do today, I think this morning for a warm-up, is just put some paint on a page. Put some paint on this page and see what happens. I got some tubes of paint over here that I want to get rid of. These are just about empty bottles, and I just want to get rid of them so I can trash them. That'll help keep the desk a little more organized. So what I think I'm going to do is use a piece of paper, not the pad, and just put paint on a piece of paper. What is this here? Oh, interesting. This is an image I was working on from a close down session when I was ending a paint session one day, and just was putting the leftover paint down. So let's just play with the ends of these bottles and get the paint out. That'll be a good warm up. Just get some paint going on the paper will make me feel like I'm getting started. What I didn't bring was a palette. Get a little palette going. All right. Going live means I'm doing a lot. What I do like is this camera angle. You get to see me and the desk. So I guess you got to see me walk off camera. I hear that's not a good thing to do. So I've been a YouTuber for about 3 years now. My channel is still really small. I'm still working out, learning all the YouTube things there is to learn. But I am enjoying the process, and the channel's all about crafting with Miss D. Do It Yourself DTV is I experiment in lots of realms of creativity. I paint a little. I build out of cardboard a little. I just learned junk journaling not too long ago, a few months ago. So I've been playing in that world. I think I'll try to use all this glue this time right on this and be able to let this bottle go. This is acrylic paint that I'm putting down. Just trying to end the jars of paint and work with this image. Call this a warm-up. Just letting my hands and mind flow. What I'm already noticing, if I'm going to be doing lives, should anybody ever start popping in, I'm going to need a bigger monitor to see the chat. I can barely see that. I'm just going to let this mat catch what it catch because I'm going to change it today. How do you warm up, dear hearts? What do you do to get warmed up to crafting? I generally clean the desk a little. I try to clean it at night when I leave. But if I have a late craft session, I'll walk into the craft room and find I left a mess on the desk, so I'll clear the desk. And I just pick any project like today, just playing with paint helps me warm up. Trying to get all the paint out this bottle because I'm going to toss this one finally. It's about 3 of them I'm going to toss. I don't like to waste any paint, so I try to find a way to get every bit out. And a painting like this usually will end up being put in a collage. I'll rip it up, use pieces of it in a collage, or use it for background. Depends on what happens in the process. Okay. What I want to do is use the back of a page and get all the paint off the brush. And out the bottle, because we are going to toss this bottle. You start to take shape. I find that really fun to just play with paint and images and see what happens out of just playing and flowing with whatever flows. Using this layer of paint as a cleanup, kind of like an eraser. I can change and shift the image a little. You see that happening right there before your very eyes? Adding another layer. I can change and erase. Like I was mentioning, I was playing in watercolor last night. It was the first time I really have used watercolor. I saw somebody painting online here on YouTube, and it looked so beautiful, the images she was coming up and she was painting. So, of course, I went to good old Amazon, ordered me a watercolor kit, and it's been sitting around for a while. So I pulled it out last night and watched a tutorial with somebody painting and tried it. I can tell you from my first hit at it, it didn't feel real comfortable. There's a lot to that little watercoloring, how you use the water with the paint. It was more than I thought. So I'm going to play with watercolor till I get that palette, that watercolor kit all used up. But I don't know that that will be something that I use often. I like to experiment with different mediums. See what I might like. This blue is one of my favorite colors. Actually, one of my signature colors is orange and blue. Love those colors. Okay, I think we could toss this now. It looks good and empty. I think I got out of that what I can get out of that. One down, coolness. Then I have, what else is nearly gone? Oh, this blue here is nearly gone. Let's see what color it is. Ooh, that's dark. Let's play with the hair a little bit with this. Looks like a dude to me. He's wide and thick, so I'm gonna say he's a dude. Let's give him a high top. That looks like a mohawk. I actually kind of like the idea of a mohawk. Just gonna flow. Whatever happens, happens. That's what I'm gonna go with. That mohawk is kind of interesting look. Kind of see Mr. T. Anybody remember Mr. T? From the A-Team? That's what he's starting to look like. This is nice and dark. I was maybe try to put a couple features in. See if he stays looking like Mr. T to me. I pity the fool. That was Mr. T. Oh, this is really starting to go there. Interesting. Mr. T wore lots of jewelry. I think I'll play with that on some of the other colors I got to get rid of. Yeah, nice thick lips. Big brother, handsome. Beautiful. Hey, cute, cute. And just rub the rest of that off because this bottle is really empty. Don't know what we're getting over here. We're just putting color down. Starting to feel like I'm warming up. See a little mess over here I left on the desk. Take that up. Clean as I go. Okay. Okay, 2 down. Throw that out. That feels good. And then I have, this one feels like a bit more in it. Probably won't get it empty here. It's another blue. See. Oh, it's not that much in there, but probably more than we can use on this painting. It's actually a pretty blue. Maybe I'll let that hang around for a minute. How we doing? Just add it to the background. Just letting the energy flow, painting the energy just flow, not looking to do a whole bunch. Okay. A lot of times when I'm doing this, I create what I call intuitive abstract art. Just whatever flows out of me. And I use those images in background pieces. A lot of paint on the brush going in the bottom of a bottle. It's an old brush. Old cheapie that I use for stirring in bottom bottles. So let that happen as it will. Yeah, I think I'll work on junk journal today. You can use a video like this just for background company when you're in your workspace, your studio space, or you're warming up. For me, I'm just trying to record some of my processing, and going live seems to help with that process, since I'm not good with editing yet. Love blues. Okay. Take one of my index cards and put some glue on this to clean this up. That's how I create background and bits and pieces for collaging, just using up whatever paint I had out. It definitely keeps you from wasting and is always usable when you're making junk journals. Alright, that looks good in the oceany or sky. Interesting. It's the palette that I have over here. There you go. like that. Okay. Just a styrofoam plate that I got from the dollar store. Now this black is almost gone. So let's get rid of this. I think I'll be able to toss this bottle after this. Mr. T's mohawk was really kind of high up. I think he had a little bit of hair around his face. Little beard. Trying to remember, was it a full beard? I remember those thick eyebrows. Okay. Can I toss this yet? Let's work with, fuzz them up a little more. Remember, he was really funny here. I don't know why I ended up thinking I'm doing this, but see about some eyes. Might need a different brush. That's a uh-oh. It's easy to fix a mistake. You catch it early with acrylic. And I got this one pretty watered down. I'm gonna have to look up a picture of Mr. T. Wondering about what he was looking like. It's been a minute. That's just what that was looking like. Just warming up, not really committing to that. I was making a painting of him. It just reminded me of him when I saw it. Okay. Can I call that done? We're going to call this bottle done and toss it. warm up for you. How long was that? We've been recording. Excuse me, as I put my head in. It should be somewhere where I can see the time. But like I said, I'm just getting used to this. So I don't know. Ooh, is that 30 minutes already? Wow. Then I guess I should wrap this session up. 30 minutes of a warm-up is plenty. And so I'm going to call that a warm-up. Hope you warmed up. And I'll probably play with this image later on my own. And maybe you'll see it at the end of my regular video. I don't want to hold you anybody long watching videos because I am going to go ahead and load this up onto the channel as a warm-up. So I try to keep the videos a little short. Yeah, I don't mind doing the eyes and having some of the colors bleed so the white's not too white. Okay. We'll work on them, but let's give him, Mr. T couldn't be Mr. T, couldn't end this without giving him a little bit of jury, right? If I'm going to call him Mr. T, got to give him a little jury. He used to wear an earring. I believe he only wore it in one ear. Not sure that's true, but that's what he's getting today. And he was the chain man, remember? Let's chain him up. He had a lot of chains on, as I recall. Big tongue. Alrighty, dear hearts. I'm going to let you go. That's a funny warm-up. I'll play with that around the beard and all that. But let's call that we're warmed up. Hope you pulled out your materials and warmed up with me and you're ready to begin your crafting. So I will catch you in the next video.